Alright guys, the first book in my art book collection is the Chronicles, the Chronicle book. This covers World Embryo, Chrono Crusade, and Misao Kiko Adolescent Avatar, and other works. This is a pretty good sized art book. Once again, it's full of artwork. Pretty good stuff. This is one of my favorite art books that I have. There's Chrono Crusade. Yeah, as you can see, lots of good artwork in there. Yeah, and then it gets into other series. Not too bad. Make sure the light's not shining on it. There it goes. Yeah, this book's just artwork. No character designs, nothing like that. But not bad. This is one of my favorite ones. I really like this one. Chronicle. Next up is one of my favorite series, the Hidan no Aria series. This is a pretty decent sized book. Once again, got lots of artwork of. This one comes with a poster. See there? That's that Aria. I always forget Aria has horns. Anyway. Yeah, lots of good full-size artwork in there. I like it has these little black silhouettes for each section. It kind of looks good. Yeah, so if you're a fan of Aria, I definitely would recommend this book. If you're not a fan of Aria, well, we got plenty of other art books to look at. And a lot of black and white ones here. Yeah, so I recommend that if you're a fan of Aria. Next up is another one of my favorite shows, Shakugan no Shana. This is the art book. It's a little bit thinner, but still pretty decent sized art book. Just lots of full-size pictures. There's Hecate. Lots of Shana. I just recently been starting to rewatch this series. I forgot how good it was. This was very good. I liked it a lot. There's some interviews there, but you can't really read any of that. But that's the Shana book. That's a good one. I recommend that one. Another one of my favorite series is the Kanan, another Type Moon series. This one I really like. If you're a fan of Kanan, which I know Kanan is, I don't know if everyone likes that show. I did, but if you're a fan of Kanan, this is definitely a book you want to get. To get so much reflection there. Yeah, just a lot of scenes from the show. Full side work. There's some character designs. I like when it has the backgrounds. They have a lot of background images. Scenes from the episodes. And this one actually also had location shots. They were showing where they took what they were actually drawing, where they actually got the pictures from. That's kind of interesting. If you're a fan of Kanan, I definitely recommend this book. Next up will be this is my biggest collection. First up in my Fate Stay Night collection, ironically, is a book with not much artwork in it. It's just production drawings. This is actually my favorite art book. As you can see, it's just drawings from the show. Just key animations with all kinds of notes that the artist put in there, where they're supposed to be, you know, which direction the camera's going to pan and all that stuff, how their motions are going to go. I like this kind of stuff, key drawings. But just a warning, this book, there is no color artwork in it. It is just production drawing. But not bad. I actually really like this. This is some of my favorite kind of stuff. There's all the scenes put together, the key animation parts. Yeah, pretty good. So that's the Fate Stay Night production drawing book. Good one. Highly recommend that if you're into production drawings. Next up, I found this really cheap. I got it a long time ago. I'm not sure if it came with something, but it's the Fate Stay Night Arts in Words. It's very small, very, very small, but it just has some animation in it. Just something I found. Next up is the Saber and the Rin Tosuka Portraits books. These are more for hardcore collectors. I'm a big fan of Rin Tosuka. Heavy, heavy waifu material right there. So it's just full of artwork of Rin Tosuka. It's not a very big book, pretty thin. But if you're a hardcore fan, you might want to get these. And then of course I got the Saber one, which is the same thing, just focuses on Saber. A lot of artwork in there. Animation from the show, but more for hardcore fans. Next up is the Fate Stay Night or Fate Complete Material Character Material book. This one I recommend. This is a very thick book. This one has a lot of stuff in it. You start off with a lot of character designs, showing their emotes and stuff. Goes through, I believe, almost every character. There's Ryder. There's Elizabeth. And has a lot of swords drawn in here. I kind of like that. Then it goes through some character sketches. Actually, quite a bit of character sketches. And then some more weapons drawn. Some more drawings. A few key animations. Yeah, so I actually recommend this book for the Fate series. The next book I have is the Fate Stay Night side materia book. It's a pretty thin one, but this is still one of my favorite books. Just a lot of artwork in it. Lots of artwork in this one. Here's a map of the area. Character drawings. Yeah, so this one's not bad. It's a little bit smaller book, but I actually would recommend getting this one if you can find it for a decent price. Next up is the Fate Stay Night Visual Collection. A little saber on the back. And this is actually a hardback book. Once again, this one is just artwork. There's some Rin. I recommend it. But I would say this one is, since it's hardbound, it's even thinner than the other one. If you can find it, it's a good one. It has a lot of good artwork, but try to find it at a good price because it's a pretty thin book. Here is the Fate Stay Night, the premium fan book. Not much to say about this one, just another typical fan book. There is a poster in it. The only thing about this book, though, is it has this section here that is these hard cardboard cutouts. It's supposed to be a calendar. It's okay. And then they have this section where you can cut out for the characters. But just be aware that that takes up about half of the book. So really the art book itself is just this small section here. It's an okay book. I mean, I'd say get it on the cheap if you wanted it. Next up is the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. I believe this is just for the movie. Once again, same thing, more artwork. I kind of like this one. This one has a lot of good scenes from the movie. Oh no, it said episode. This must be for the series. The series too, but it doesn't have the new art design. But not bad. This is actually a pretty decent book. I'd recommend this one if you can find it. I like this one. It has the backgrounds colored in. They look really good. Some interviews I can't read. Yeah, not a bad book. If you can find at the Unlimited Blade Works. Next up is the Fate Stay Night Anime Spiritual Book. It's a pretty decent sized book. A lot of good artwork. Character design. Scenes from the show. I would recommend this one. This one has some, I like these character designs here. Concepts here. Background art. Interviews. Not bad. Yeah, this is not a bad book. I would recommend that one if you're a fan of the show. Then, of course, I got the Type Moon 10th Anniversary Phantasm. Very thick book. Smaller in height, but it's a thick one. I love this book. I saw this and I was just like, yeah, I'm getting that. It's just basically all of Type Moon stuff. Just, Melty Blood, Kanan, Fate Stay Night. It goes through episodes, the shows, the games, everything they had, interviews. And it just has all kinds of stuff in it. Merchandise, tons and tons of merchandise. There's artwork in here. Then it gets to, this is what I found kind of funny, is these are reversal pictures, so the male versions of female characters and the female version of male characters. Like there's a male Rin Tosuka. And then if let me see, where's the, yeah, there's the male Kanan. And if Gilgamesh was a female. It's funny. More artwork. There's our Darksaber. But yeah, this one's kind of just more of a fun book, I think. Just a lot of artwork, a lot of different things in there, because it covers a lot of Type Moon stuff. I'd recommend this one if you can find it for a decent price. Very thick.